Hi unicorns, Rachel here from Geek Unicorn. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own Linktree-esque links page right on your own website so you can use this instead of any third-party applications that will build a list of your links for you that you can use specifically for Instagram, but you can also use this for any social media channels that allow you to only place one link in your description. It's really great to be using your own website instead of a third-party application because number one, you don't have to pay any fees. I mean, I know some of these are free, but once you start to get some of the upgrade goodies, then you're paying a fee. We're minimizing your fees. Another thing that really helps with this is you are bringing traffic to your website. They're going straight to your website. So you are able to maximize your SEO potential later down the line. Now, a little disclaimer, we are using Theme.co's Theme Pro. That's like a real mouthful. To build this page out. You may still find this tutorial useful, even if you don't have that particular theme. But if you're interested in getting the Theme.co Pros theme, check out the link in the description. That'll take you right there. I highly recommend it. So go ahead and check it out. Here we go. I am on my Instagram account and I'm going to click my link. Ooh. And it's going to open up my Instagram link tree. This I made right on my website and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've logged into my WordPress dashboard. I'm going to go ahead to pages and I'm going to hit add new. I'm just going to call this one links because I might use it in other places, not just Instagram. So I'm going ahead and publishing that and then I'm going to hit edit with Pro on the top left. Now, Pro allows us to customize this area here. It allows us to take away the header, the sidebar, and the footer, which is exactly what I want to do. A link tree link or those third parties, they don't have the header and the footer. Why? Because we're trying not to clutter what we've presented for people. We want them to be able to click it, find the link that they were looking for and go for it. So when I head over to the gear icon, I'm choosing my page template and that's going to be blank, no container, no header, no footer. We're just going to blast that all away. And we're going to go ahead and start from scratch in this case. No big deal. We're just making one section, so it should be fine. So the first thing I want to do is I want to prepare my section, which is going to be the area that's going to hold all of our buttons. I'm going to go ahead and choose the layout as just a one column layout. That's fine. But I'm just going to do a couple things to my section just to prepare it. And the first thing is I want to set my margins a little bit differently. Just because I want to I sort of like a certain spacing on the top and the bottom. That's just me. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build out the look of this. So in terms of the way that my background works, you can do this however you like. If you want to, choose a color for your background, or maybe you want to use an image, you can use an image. Let's see if I've got a good sample here. Here, we'll use this guy. Oh, we'll use these ladies. They look fabulous. So I can use an image, whatever you want, however you want to play that. In this case, though, I do have a stylized background on my homepage. It's kind of got this cool little gradient, and I do that with a class. So this is specific to me, the way that I do my design. Yours is going to be determined based on how you do your design. But I do have a couple little extra things. I do have a lower layer image usually, which I'm going to try to find now. Good luck me. It's got to be one of these. Blob. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, there she is. Okay, so it's going to be contain in this case and right bottom. Oh, sorry, if I knew the difference between my left and my right. It's left bottom, thank you very much. And so it creates this cool little squiggly line that I do. And then I do one other image, which is another background image. And again, this is just going to be determined based on how you style your website. There's no real right or wrong here. It's just this is the way that ours are done. And it's probably going to be that one if it's the most recent. Right, so contain, left, bottom again. And there we go. Now we've got that cool little effect that we have in other places on our website. And I just noticed that this little squiggly kind of comes up a little bit too high. It might kind of brush over some of my buttons, especially on mobile. So I'm going to come back into this section and I'm just going to just adjust my padding on that bottom bit a little bit. I'm just going to push it down a little bit more. Again, this is specific to our design. So you can go ahead and put any kind of image, any kind of color, whatever it is that you want in there. This is just how ours are done. So in my section, I do want to keep just the one section because it's just sort of easier to style a background that way. But I do want to add another row because I'm going to have like my logo in one row and the buttons in another. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by adding our logo image at the top, and this will also link to our home page. So I'm clicking on the image there. And I'm going ahead and adding our Geek Unicorn image in white so that it pops on that background. I'm clicking within the column. I want to center that up. So I'm going to just hit that text align center. I'm going to click back on my logo and I'm going to add the link for our website. And I've got all my links right here. Came prepared today. Look at this. And opening in the same tab is totally fine because we're still just right within the website, right? Now, the only other thing I want to do for this one is I'm going to go back out to the row section and I'm just going to add just a little bit of a padding. And that's just to separate. You can see that box kind of move down a little bit. That was just to separate the logo from these buttons that I'm going to put in. So I'm going ahead and I'm choosing the elements. I'm dragging back in a button. And this is not my button style. It comes in as sort of the default style. So I'm going to go ahead and pick my style. Current style that we're using on the site is the white pill button. So I'm going to apply that. There we go. That's our sort of standard button size and color. Again, I want to center these up. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the column and hit that text align center. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that, because this first one is going to be website. And I know I have the link to my website here as well, but this just makes it really crystal clear for people who maybe don't know to click the logo to go to a website. I am also going to put just a little bit of a margin under here so that it pushes away anything below it. So I'm unlinking all these so I can just put in that there. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this button again. So you can see these two are coming together like that. We want to actually stack them in a row. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit on the flex box here. And that's going to center them up and stack them for us. If we don't want to do that, we can always go back to a row. But the link tree is sort of, and because it's mobile, is sort of traditionally like stacked, right? So we're going to do 3 links. So I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate that. My next link is going to be our YouTube link. Actually, that should be our third one. So I'm just going to make it the third one there. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to go back up to where I write it. And I'm just going to say YouTube channel. And then because this is YouTube and I kind of want to draw people's eye to it, I'm going to go ahead and add a graphic to it. I'm going to change the margins. So I took away the margins all around the sides, but I do want to just bump over the right a little bit so you can see it creates that spacing between the icon and the words. And then I'm going ahead and I'm going into the brands icons, and I'm hitting in YouTube, and I'm just picking one of those there. And I'm going to change up the colors to match the current button. There we go. So now we've got that kind of gray, dark gray going into the white. And that looks great. And that really draws your eye. I like that. My final link is going to be my Unicorn's Guide to SEO, which is a PDF booklet that we have. So I'm popping in my link, and then there we go. All right, so we got a really nice link tree going here, and that is it. I'm gonna hit save. Now, if you want, while you're building this, you could preview it on a mobile like that. So I can see that mine is going to kind of look like this. And I realized that when I did that, I kind of don't like the way my little blobbies appear. So I'm actually going to change them, not to contain, but auto. No, maybe not auto. Let's see, like, what can I do here? Maybe cover works for me for the bottom one. And then this one we'll put as auto. And then we definitely don't want it to repeat. And it does go kind of a little bit behind, but it's not so bad. So it still looks pretty good, and it looks good on all sizes. So I think we'll keep it like that. I might tooch it down just a bit, maybe. I do kind of like a little bit of space in there. There we go. Love it. So here is our links for, actually, you know what? I think I might even minimize the space there just a little bit as well. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to, I know we were in my row, just playing with the spacing a little bit. And you can feel free to do this, you know, have a look at it on that kind of mobile view and have a look to see if that feels good to you. There we go. So we like this. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. We can go ahead and preview it without the editor. And you can see here now we've got our links ready for our link tree. So the next step is to add it to our Instagram. So now I'm in my Instagram. I'm going to go ahead to my profile and settings. And I'm going to come down to this website part here. I'm going to go ahead and grab my link URL. Oops. And I'm going to pop it in there. So now my website is geekunicorn.com/links. And when I come back into my profile, I can now see I've got this geekunicorn.com links. And when I click on that, it goes onto my links page. Well, that wraps up that tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Otherwise, if you don't have Theme.co's Theme Pro, I encourage you to check it out. The link is in the description down there. Now go and stand out online like the unicorn that you are.